Hi, it's Joy Hicklin-Bailey, founder of Secret Garden and the Joyful Loving Programme. I'm so excited to be with you and to know that you're drawn to Secret Garden, because I'm about to offer you an opportunity that can change your whole life and bring you the highest quality in your relating. You also need to know that this offer is limited by the availability of places and that the very special bonuses and prize expire very soon. I'm so grateful you were drawn and have stayed with me this long. You truly are a soul who's willing to do what it takes to truly live a conscious and awake life. Thank you. I've worked with people in the realm of deep transformation and awakening for 20 years. I'm passionate about giving you the wake-up calls, the tools and the deep openings to create the life you know somewhere is possible, the life you long for. I had many intense, long-lasting awakenings as a child and teenager, and my teenage years and early adulthood were a period of understanding and embodying this. That period of integration took many years until it all fell away. I can think of people who, when I first met them, have been depressed or cynical, or maybe given up almost on life or their relationship. Those on the brink of divorce, those alienated from their parents or their children, those with money problems or dissatisfying work. I often wonder where they'd be if they hadn't made that decision to step into a bigger version of themselves, a bigger transformation, a bigger love, more openings, more awakeness, by stepping up to Secret Garden's trainings and retreats. Imagine if you had healed all the core unworthiness and fear of the separate self, all the sexual guilt that our culture carries. People ask, does this program really work? Absolutely yes. Many hundreds of people have now completed this training. Here's a few words from some of them. I've learned to let my woman come to life again. She's been suppressed for many years. I can't recommend this work highly enough. It's the most important work for positive change on the planet. And from a man, words can't express the awakening that's happened. My experience of life is so totally different from 18 months ago. I do feel reborn, a different person. I'm more grateful than I can express. I share these comments and those on the website for the sake of those of you who are needing reassurance. Perhaps you think that nothing ever works for you, or perhaps you need a bit more courage. Give it a try. The joyful loving approach is true and deep. Commit to it and take actions towards what you wish, and then it will work for you. By the end of this video, I'll remind you what you must be able to do moment by moment to experience deep intimacy with your being, with others, and with the whole of existence. I'll also show you how I can personally help you, and how that's far easier than you ever thought. I'm also going to show you significant bonuses worth many hundreds of pounds that I'd like to give to you today for enrolling in this 24-day, 6-module program that lasts for 2 years. You've undoubtedly seen many other self-development and relationship programs. Some are good, some aren't. Have you ever thought about where many of those renowned teachers of relationship go for support and for the work they want in deepening their realization of awakening? Well, they come to me, confidentially of course. It's possible to make huge mistakes along the way of spiritual exploration and spend tons of money in the process. Now, because you've stayed with me this far, you're going to have a shortcut to what is the highest quality spiritual leadership and world-class facilitation available today. I've already shared with you in just 3 short videos the core realization you need, and many other insights that will transform your life. Awakening to the love that belongs to no one is our core focus in the training. It's what you must taste and gradually embody, realize at a cellular level. What would happen to your life if you decide to spend 24 fabulous days totally focused on waking up to your freedom in being and the love that's always here, now? The best way to do that is to be with someone who's dedicated their whole life to those things that are now mattering to you. That's how ordinary people become masters, by osmosis or by grace. What people normally teach about being happy in life and relating would be things like communication strategies and how to make men or women understand you. The fact that you're listening to this video means your soul is drawn much deeper than that. In Joyful Loving and Secret Garden, I share with you the same strategies and energetics that have transformed people from all walks of life. I've lived through the utter disorientation of awakening when I was a child and sent to doctors and psychologists because my family didn't know what was happening for me. I didn't know then that I would become a spiritual guide and inspiration for so many hundreds of people. I was just hungry to understand from a conscious mind perspective what had happened to me so that I could share it with others. Nothing else than the Secret Garden Joyful Loving work can give you the holding and world-class facilitation in this cutting-edge synthesis of Jungian embodied approaches they really work to create a healthy, embodied, realized human beingness alongside the uncompromising non-dual context that this training offers. When you push that button below to book your place, your life will be different forever. You may have a partner who doesn't share your passion for truth, but supports your lone exploration. Or maybe you're a couple who know they need to connect deeply in order to break through conflicts and struggles together. Or maybe you're simply looking to deepen your connection with your beingness. Since you're watching, I know you have a vision of the potential of a life lived that is full of joy, love and truth, yet rooted in ordinary Western life, rather than in a spiritual cloister. Maybe you've already got a relationship that's very happy and fulfilled, but you long to go deeper. That's why I offer Joyful Loving. It's for all walks of life, all nationalities, all ages, all outcomes. The field truly looks after all of it. I was asked yesterday, I'm single, will this course still work for me? Absolutely yes. The entire course is designed to work for you, man or woman, either alone or with a partner. And if you want a partner, you are way more likely to attract the right one for you during or after this training. It happens for many. Another person wrote to me this week, shouldn't I wait until next time, till I'm less busy? Or try to meditate more at home? Well, Secret Garden gives you ongoing conscious community. It's irreplaceable. Healing is more powerful when experienced in a group. Even though the stories of our pain are different, pain itself is collective and requires others to allow us to dissolve it fully, through relating. And through that collective healing, through that mutual focus, life spontaneously reorganizes and transforms. The intelligence of the field ensures this. You know that when light and love increase, old pain can surface, or strong emotions about unresolved current situations in your life will come up. You learned about this in the other videos. So as you move towards your joy, it's inevitable. You will contact core shame, emptiness, hatred and not good enoughness. I want to say to you that this is so much easier when you have the compassion from friends, spiritual community that you create for yourself in the circles. You need the great authenticity and self-honesty of Secret Garden to do this work. Then, of course, you have to integrate the learnings between modules and take action, take small risks, be self-honest in ordinary life. There is no separation. All there is. This is beyond time and place. Words cannot speak it, they simply point to it. You love this truth. Your heart resonates with it. And that is why you're drawn to this secret garden, despite the protests of your mind. This work is about going inwards to discover that there is no relationship, in order to then do a joyful dance of relating outside of you. And at the same time, celebrate the beautiful, unique man or woman that you are. Someone who's already booked on this group said to me before they booked, "After working a lot with you, my love life's so great now. What can this course still do for me?" My response was along the lines that alchemical practice is like yoga. The more you do it, the deeper you go, the richer the reward. Full body orgasm, or using your sexual energy to direct into spiritual practice consciously, so that you serve your partner and yourself into dissolution, is definitely on your horizon if you book your place and are at that point in your life. A very common question is, "I'm keen but I'm really busy. How much time do I really need to dedicate to this?" It's high value in Secret Garden that awakening work is integrated into ordinary life. I make this course as practical as possible and as achievable as possible. You need 4 days, 3 times over this year, and 2 of those days each time will be at a weekend. You then need the same next year. It's not actually a particularly demanding time commitment. It's recommended you do at least 15 minutes homework each week. However, it's not mandatory. You can always take a break and start up again when you have the time. Other people have emailed and said they feel nervous and afraid of doing this course. And does that mean that they shouldn't do it? I want you to know that fear is the most common feeling, along with excitement, around this course. It's because we have so many negative messages around relationships and sexuality in mass culture. I want you to know that this is all about baby steps, incremental, natural, organic process, which adds up to an astonishing experiential gain. When I'm talking and facilitating groups around the world, audiences will ask me about facilitating evolutionary awakening and often assume that there's one glamorous answer or event in life that solves everything for a human being. There simply is not. Your belief in that will keep you stuck. What you need is high quality, ongoing reflection and safe space that holds you, as in this training, to risk going beyond the ego's comfort zone. Do be aware that this course is a co-created one. Tim and I respond to the group and the energy of the moment as it arises between us all. You are not a passive recipient of information. The best learning comes from the interactions, the aliveness in the moment, and the utter intelligence if you're awake enough to see it. So, extraordinary features, amazing material, beautifully held exploratory structures where you are encouraged to just be yourself and experience only the edges you wish to. No one pushes you. And that isn't all. Joyful, loving community immediately got better results when I began to offer the Egroup feature. With this, you're never alone throughout the whole of the 2 years. If you wish to participate, this online alive community is an incredible source of joy for me and an amazing source of support for you. So, by now, you're thinking this is an amazing opportunity, I hope. But as you will learn, I'm very keen about really encouraging you. I thought about how I can make this even better and more achievable, and came up with some amazing bonuses. First is a complimentary guide to awakened intimacy, which will help to prepare you for our live circle. If you book in the next few days, you'll receive this free. You'll also receive all the links to the free video training series, in case you haven't had time to look at them all. And you can access all of them for another month, so that you're well equipped for the live circle. We start in May. Second, you receive a guide to your own awakening journey. That puts you in charge of your life as never before, and you'll receive it free with this offer. Those things in themselves are great, but I'm also offering you a free 1-hour phone or Skype session. The value of this is way more than the £79 face value of it, although that's a free day of course fees to begin. But the value is impossible to calculate, because what this bonus does is help me to meet you before your journey begins, so that we know where you are right now in your life. You're clear about outcomes. You're clear about how you can be served in the group before you begin. This is all on top of an awesome 24 days of live sharing together as conscious community, all focused on the same ends of love, joy and freedom. This shared holding takes it to an entirely different level. I want to ask you, what's the price of not fulfilling your whole potential? This work gives you your soulfulness back. It heals your past. It gives you creative solutions every moment and allows you access to that potential for the rest of your life. The gains from this training will never leave you. Remember, I must give priority to those who register first on this training. I do set a real limit on the places, so that I can give absolute focus to each participant's process and desired outcomes. So you're probably wondering what this will all cost finally. Maybe the financial investment may seem high, but I want you to know the teaching costs are on the low side, and the accommodation costs can be paid for in 2 stages over the next 2 years. I've seen crazy prices for other courses that are nowhere near as good as this. For example, one module costing £9,000 with a less experienced and less able facilitator. That makes joyful loving look excellent value. Consider the cost of not participating. What's the price of a divorce, financially and in terms of broken families? And I did a calculation that amazed me today. When I work with a group, you have pretty much total access to me. I don't hide behind a stage or hordes of assistants. A module is around 37 hours. 6 modules means that's 220 something hours of group time. For a private one-on-one, I charge £79 per hour. So if you join this group, you actually receive access to me that would cost one-to-one £17,538. Just go ahead and click the button below. If you go to a college, it's going to cost you tens of thousands of pounds. The price of joyful loving is only £99 a day. That's just £2,376 for a whole two-year training. If you click that button now, it's actually going to cost you significantly less than that. If you take action now, the price is only £2,136. That's £89 a day. So go ahead and book your place now. Click that button below. Deep transformation and fabulous adventure is waiting on the other side, and maybe lifelong friendships too. This isn't about me, it's about you saying yes to yourself. My job today is simply to open the door so you can see as clearly as possible what you need to do in order to say yes. I promise you that if you work with me in a systematic and committed way, you will discover how to move through all your conditioned transfers, all your limiting perceptions of who you are, and live a relating life that is joyful and magical. I am devoted to serving that joyful lover in you. So go ahead and book your place if you're feeling drawn. If you're feeling that yes, know that transformation begins to happen at the very moment of your decision, at the very moment of your commitment. It's so easy to join the course. Just click the button below and get registered now. Think of all those clients who've received so much. They had to decide and commit. They had to book their place, take the plunge. They made that decision to step up. And that choice reverberates through every aspect of their lives now. Every aspect is dramatically better. And the ripples that they make go on and on to children, their clients, their communities, and so on. Your life will never be the same again in a good way. But think about if you decide to pass this up. Your life won't be any different than it is now. Is that something you really want? You know, if you're asking, can I do it some other time? Well, yes, if I offer the course again, and I don't know whether I will, I can let you know, but it will be several years from now. And honestly, do you have the time to wait, really? What will it cost you to not invest your time and energy in this ongoing training now? Now is your time. We're only going to keep this special offer open for a few days, and after that the price is going to go up and the bonuses are going to go away. So make your decision. Only you can do that for you. Remember how much you've heard others have received from this. It's time to step up. It's time to act. At least make a choice, yes or no now. If you enroll, you create world-class support. Bring that into your life now. I would love to be your awakening guide. I would love to serve you. I would love to bring you to the love that you are and to facilitate you to create your own perfect life of beauty, joy and love. You can do this. It's easier than you think. Live the love you are. Click that button, put in your details and just hit the add to cart button now. Now is the time to act. I'll see you on the other side. All my love. Okay, very jumbled, but it's all right.